we're gonna go edit. We're gonna go day 352. We're gonna go minus 326. Yeah. We're gonna go. I didn't save this. My bad. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys had a great trading day out there. Today is unfortunately another red day. I just can't get a break on a stock like BTX, guys. It's frustrating to say the least. But that is trading, guys. Unfortunately, you know, it's not all about winning, it's about losing. And, you know, you got to learn from your losses and your winners. Okay, there's that. Product scanners go like this. Trying to copy everything, get everything going. Hope you guys had a great trading day out there. Hopefully you guys have been, you know, trading well. I've just been... you know, on a little bit of a rough patch because all I've been doing is trading BTX, and you know, BTX has just done nothing but go down. Literally, it's done nothing but go down, and it's been 8 red days in a row. So I've just been getting, you know, completely creamed on the name. That's all. That's the only reason why my trading has been going so bad, because I keep trading BTX, and that's just the name of the game, guys. I wish I could say something different, but you know. That's the world of trading. I'm getting stubborn on this name. You know, all I want is a decent win on it. All I want is to be right one time. And I cannot I cannot be right on this name once. I am live going over today's trading day down. Trading price, okay. And on a very rough patch, thanks to BTX. Alright. We're going to go like so, we're going to go like so, we're going to go like this and that and the other thing. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day, though. You know, hopefully you guys aren't the ones, you know, trading BTX, because I just keep getting my ass handed to me on the name. And I'm just being stubborn by playing it, and I continue to want to play it, and I continue to want to play it, and continue to want to play it, because, you know, I don't want to take a loss on it. I want to get one kind of win on this name. But again, you know, this is a very, very rare setup. This is something that, you know, I don't know if I've really ever seen before. You know, only thing I can really compare it to is maybe CODX, when I had, like, that huge move down out of nowhere, just day in and day out. It just kept going down and down and down. Alright, so there's that. What's going on, guys? Just another red day. You know? Let's go to FinViz. I don't even know what ran today. AMC, VTNR, NAKD, VTNR, VTNR, AMC, game. Whoops. Make sure I got everything in here. Alright, guys. Yeah, hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Posted that. Now I'm going to go like this and make sure I post in the other room. Like I said, hopefully you guys had a great trading day. Hopefully you guys have been trading well. I know that it's been a rough patch out there. All it's been for me is, you know, I just keep trading BTX. That's it, you know. You know, people think that I'm going through this rough patch and, you know, all this other things. It's just BTX. That's it, you know. And unfortunately, it just keeps going down. And I'm trying to play the long side of it, and I keep getting my ass handed to me. So, you know, that's the name of the game, guys. You know, trading is not all upsides. It's also downsides as well. And, you know, unfortunately, live minus 326 today. unfortunately, guys, it's been the name of the game. Where this has just been rough, and I just got to explain it quick and then get off because that's all I can do. So that's the name of the game, guys. That's really. All right, guys. Like I said, we've been on a little bit of a rough patch, and that's the part. That's the part of trading that really it just becomes frustrating, because BTX, guys. I don't even know what to say. I mean, this thing just does not stop selling off. That's as simple as that. I mean, I can show you tons of parabolic runners. Let's go back and look at Kodak. Right? This had a bounce day. It went from 5 to almost 10. And another time, 6 to 12. And we had it here, 7 to 13, right? Or how about we go back and look at, I don't know. What's other names we can think of, guys? I'm trying to think here. What's other names we can think of? Other parabolic runners. I mean, we can go back and look at dries, but that's not going to work. What are some other parabolic runners? We just had some recently. I mean, obviously GameStop doesn't count, but I mean, you can just see the huge bounces that we had throughout, even though it sold off and maybe it's still on the backside, or GNUS. This still had a 2 to 4 move there. TKT, right? You had the huge run from 4 to 74, and then we had the sell-off. Let's go back and look at the 1 year. So, we had the bounce from 30 all the way up to 45. So that's a 50% bounce move, Or this day we had a move from 30 to 44, right? BPTH, we can go back and look at. This is just one gap. It wasn't really a multi-day runner. I'm looking for more of a multi-day runner. GNUS was one, though. I remember that. Yeah, so GNUS, you can see here. We had the bounce from 3 all the way up the next day. We gapped to 4 and so on and so forth. I mean, I can go on and on, right? BTX, guys, I have never seen anything like this. We can go back and look at APRN. I have never seen anything like this, guys, where you get basically a multi-week, almost a monthly breakout, right? And it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and the volume keeps going up and up and up and up and up. And then finally, sure, you get the sell-off, but there's generally always bounces. DLPN, another, right? So we had the move from 12 all the way up to 18. And then we had this move all the way from 13,480 all the way up to 1870, right? So there's always bounces, right? And so I've been so stubborn on this name that this thing has destroyed me. I mean, it's absolutely destroyed me. I mean, I've probably lost well over $1 million now on this name. It's as simple as that. People think I'm trading left and right and I'm trading my plan and I'm doing all the same things. No. I'm just trying to get stubborn on this thing one time to where it bounces and, we move on. Right? I can be done with it. But for right now, I'm just getting stubborn because I don't want this thing to bounce without me. And, it's just crushing me every day. I wait for the bounce, nothing. 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 Right? Guys, we've gone from 80 all the way down to almost $20 now. Okay? That is basically a 70% downside. okay? Generally, I don't get stuck on these kind of names. Generally, I don't get too stubborn on these names. No bounces. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen a move like this with that much volume to the upside with that big gap, come down, and no bounces. Literally no bounces. I've never seen this in my career. There's always shorts that are trying to cover. There's always people on the long side that are pushing this thing back up and they forgot about it, right? And so, it sucks, but, at the end of the day, guys, I want to come on here for you guys to learn from this, because I'm down $326,000 today, and no, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. I mean, I've been on a very, very rough patch over the past month, and if I just would have gone base hit mentality this whole month, I could be up well over 7 figures and pushing almost $2 million in profits by now, most likely. But I've been trying to push too hard, and I really did think this day right here, I was potentially going to make $2 million on this day. I said it to myself, I said it to some people, I was like, I think this is going to pan out to be well over a $2 million trade here. And I just got my ass handed to me. And this thing just keeps on selling off. There's no freaking bounces, guys. Literally nothing. Mark my words. I'm not saying that this is a good long term. I'm not saying this is a good short term. I'm just saying, mark my words, eventually this thing in my mind has to bounce. I've never seen a chart that doesn't bounce. That's a parabolic runner that runs on that much volume and then just sells off nothing. You can see we try and pop up and pop up and pop up and pop up and pop up, but every time it pops up, it sells off. I'm looking for a more substantial move to the upside with a big kick of volume, right? I might not trade this tomorrow. I don't know what else to do. This name has destroyed me, guys. And, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're still up well over $12 million just in this account alone on the year. So it's not like, we're doing terrible. I'm still up well over 12 mil on the year in this account. But this past month has just crushed me. I did, basically 4 mil every month. And then last month it was about 260K. And this month I'm red about $500,000. Okay? So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is all a part of trading. And this is probably one of the worst patches of my trading career, all because of one stock. And, you're right. Hope is no way to trade. And I'm not hoping, guys. I'm using data. I've never seen a parabolic chart, multi-month, multi-week runner with the amount of volume that it had, and not have one day of a consistent bounce, right? So, I don't know. It's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating to do this in front of you guys. But I will always be transparent. And you're going to see my highs and you're going to see my lows. And, guys, you have to realize it's not the P&L that makes me frustrated, guys. It's just I go into every trading day and I say, let's make it successful, right? Let's make it a green day. Let's do the things that you train yourself to do. I put a lot of hard work and time into trading. So it's not always about making $1 million in one day or $500,000 or $2 million or let's just say even $1,000 or $500. And I know I use dollar amounts, but I don't want you guys to compare to me because obviously I'm most likely at a different level than most traders, okay? But use percentages. I don't have I wish that this thing would tell me the percentage of my account every single day that I'm down and up. I wish that it would tell me the percentage right here on my stocks that I made down or up. I wish that it would tell me that. And actually, maybe I'll request that to Trade Zero. Maybe I'll talk to them about that. Because I want you guys to focus in 100% on the percentages and don't give a crap about any of my P&L. I only say P&L because that's all I can show you. That's all. And at the end of the day, P&L is a big part of my challenge. I'm trying to get to 30 mil. Okay? So, you guys are going to always see my ups and you're always going to see my downs. And it could get uglier. I hope not. My plan, my process, my strategy usually deters me away from this. but I'm learning a lot from this experience. I'm learning a ton from going through this. You might think being down $1 million roughly in one stock over the past week, you might be like, well, that's that's a bad trader. He's terrible. He's trash. And that's fine. I mean, we live in a great country, a great world where we can have our own opinions. And, Mitch Haniger, yeah, that guy's been on a roll. But, you guys are going to have your own opinions and your own mindset. But at the end of the day, I will always be transparent. And you better believe I don't study and put the time in to walk away at the end of the month, at the end of the year being down, right? So, at the end of the day, guys, you're going to see people have their ups and their downs. And so are you. You're going to go through your ups and your downs. But it's your job to build your plan, your process, and your strategy that works for you, right? Not for me, not for someone else, but it works for you consistently over a week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out basis, right? You're going to have ups. You're going to have valleys. You're going to have dips. You're going to have ups and downs throughout the process, right? But I've learned so much just by paying market tuition, by losing well over $1 million on this name now. I've learned a ton about it. And I've learned a ton about the volume and the criteria and what not to look for in a slower market. And I've learned a lot just by taking these losses. And it's called market tuition, guys. I pay the market to teach me what I'm doing wrong. And the market will pay me to teach me what I'm doing right. In the end, it's all about evolving and learning and continuing to build your process, your plan, your strategy, okay? And at the end of the day, we're going through a rough patch. We went through base hit, and we're basically almost back down to where we started basically 2 weeks ago. I got my count down about 600K. We built up to about 1.8 million or so, and now we're back down to about 850K now. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but, that's what happens when you size up and you're wrong, okay? That's what happens. When you size up, it can ruin your entire year, your entire month, your entire week. Sizing up is very dangerous, okay? Generally, I only take a moral of what I would say to someone who, someone who basically, who is a beginner. Or basically someone that I can tell myself, or wish I would have told myself back in the day. If I could tell myself, my old self this 3 years ago, I would tell myself, only take 25% of, of your account portfolio and trade with that, right? And then when you build your portfolio, let's say you start with $1,000, then you can trade with $250. Then you build a $10,000, you can trade $2,500. And then when you build $100K, you can trade with $25,000. And then when you build $1 million, you can trade with $250,000. $10 million, you can trade with $2.5 million, right? So constantly, you're not risking your entire account, but you're constantly building your plan, your process, and your strategy, and you're basically allowing yourself to size up and make potential more compounds, but at the same time, you're not risking your entire account no matter what. So you're basically giving yourself an opportunity to trade more and more and more with bigger and bigger size, but you're not risking your entire account, okay? But at the end of the day, guys, I do not know. The mistake here is I've been sizing up on this thing, and I just cannot believe there is no volume coming back. I just cannot believe it. I've never seen anything like this. So that's that, guys. Basically, today is a BTX loser, and that's about it. I traded GameStop a little bit, but there's nothing much more else to say. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. If you're interested in my free chat, click the link in the description below. My course to teach you my processes, link in the description below. Brokers I use, link in the description below. Brokers value 2 free stocks, link in the description below. Pays up to $1,400. Scan the settings I use, link in the description below. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. And if you're thinking about it, subscribe. And if you're not thinking about it, make sure you do subscribe. But if you aren't thinking about it, make sure to subscribe. Okay? So subscribe. Maybe one more time, subscribe. And I'm sure I got one unsubscribed because they're annoyed with me. But anyways, guys, that's all right. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm blessed to be able to just sit back and be able to take this loss and say, hey, better luck next day. And better luck tomorrow for myself, and that's that. So I appreciate you guys supporting the NorMagnoTrading.com community. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon alert for making videos. Then NormagnalTrading.com is not happy with you. But other than that, guys, I got a new TV today. I got a swimming spot and a hot tub today. You know, remodeling is starting here in the next couple days. We're breaking ground. A lot of exciting things in my life. So that's it, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys for liking and subscribing to the channel. I hope that you guys are learning something every single day from my channel. And someone asked a very important question, and I want to read this before I go. Someone asked this question: should I subscribe? And the answer is, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon alert for making videos. Cheers, team, and go Hawks, baby. Or actually, go M's.